What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the White Sea Deer channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode. It is Monday, June 21st, 2021. I hope you guys are having a great morning, and I know you're going to have an even better day. So grab your coffee or your shot of Jameson, whatever you like to start your morning. We're going to get into the nerdy news that you guys know and love. Let's jump right into this. The first story I have for you guys today is Nintendo says there is a reason it's keeping Breath of the Wild 2's name a secret. Now, I believe I've addressed this in the podcast, and I think it's interesting. Breath of the Wild 2 is not the actual name of the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but Nintendo is not ready to reveal the official subtitle just yet. In an interview with IGN, Bill Trinen and Nate Bildorf, I think that's the guy's name, has said, quote, "As for why we're holding back on the name, you just have to stay tuned. Obviously, Zelda names are kind of important. Those subtitles, they start to give a little bits of hints about maybe what's going to happen." Obviously, the author of the article points out Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker as examples of why that is. Now, I don't see how this makes any sense, because either way, they're going to have to release the name prior to the game's release. So I don't see the point in this. I don't know how a name could give away a huge part of the plot. I mean, it might give us some hints, but there's nothing else we can do past that. We can't play the game yet. Either way, they're going to have to reveal this name prior to releasing the game. So what does it matter if it's a month or if it's a few months? I don't know. I just think it's pretty silly. Moving on to report number 2, sticking with Nintendo, the Nintendo of America president Doug Bowser has responded to reports of possible new Switch hardware coming out. In an interview with the Washington Post, he addressed the alleged new Nintendo Switch that's said to have a larger screen and the ability to output 4K ultra high def graphics when docked. Obviously, this referring to the possible Switch Pro. He gave a very political answer on exactly what Nintendo has up his sleeve, quote, saying, "We are always looking at technology and how technology can enhance gameplay experiences. It's not technology for technology's sake. It's how specifically can technology enhance a gameplay experience, and then where do you apply that technology? Do you want to apply it on the current existing hardware or platforms, or do you want to wait for the next platform? And then what's the right gameplay experience with that? There's a host of factors that goes into it, and it's something we're always looking at." So a very political answer coming out of Doug Bowser, the president of Nintendo of America, in regards to the possible new Switch Pro, neither confirming nor denying it. But I think, in a way, it's also confirmation that we are going to see a Switch Pro. If there wasn't a Switch Pro, there would have been an easy denial. No, we're not working on anything. So be on the lookout for that. We'll wait until the next Nintendo Direct or whenever Nintendo decides to hold another conference, because I feel like it should be coming very, very soon. Alright, the next story I got is Nintendo again. Nintendo's Nate Bildorf and Bill Trinen did come out and say that Bayonetta 3 is still in development and it is, quote, progressing well. They said, quote, "We like to show things when we're ready to show them, and certainly we like to show things when the developers are ready to show them. We didn't have it here at E3, but stay tuned." I think the stay tuned part does show that we're supposed to see some cool stuff this year. I know earlier this year, the game director Hideki Kamiya did come out and say that it's safe to expect news on the game in 2021. Although Kamiya did come out on Twitter earlier this year talking about how he was frustrated of people questioning the development of game or saying that it was delayed due to lack of updates. Quote, "I get why people say hurry up and release info and show us something, but reckless remarks like has development stopped or I guess it's been delayed, etc. are nothing but annoying public waste." Now those are some pretty strong words for some pretty simple things. I don't think people are asking much. Just say, yeah, we're still working on it, just like they just did. So this is perfect. I don't see any reason to get upset about it. You announce a game and it's been 4 years and we've heard nothing about it. We've seen games go into development nightmares where they just don't come out. See the sequel to Star Wars Republic Commando. But, you know, so Bayonetta 3 is coming out though. They are working on it. We're supposed to see some news this year. So everyone hold your britches, because they should be coming out with some soon. And I will cover it, do not worry. Moving on to some product news. Sony released a bunch of new merch for The Last of Us Part 2 in celebration for their 1-year anniversary of the game's release. Developer Naughty Dog put out a big line of merch, including clothing and figurines, the most expensive being a 16-inch statue of Ellie brandishing a large Bowie knife that's going to run you $530. Now, if you can afford a $530 figure of Ellie, first of all, DM your boy. He needs some money. Second of all, good on you. I'm sure that's going to be awesome. I'll probably watch an unboxing video sometime this week of them doing it. Well, actually, I think it says here that they will not be shipping until December. But if you're interested in a Last of Us Part 2 year anniversary merch drop, I'll link the post of the PlayStation blog where they highlight all of their deals in the store page down below. The last story I wanted to cover today is a pretty interesting one. EA will reportedly announce an established IP revival next month. Renowned game journalist Jeff Grubb came out and said that EA's Motive Studio is working on an established IP revival, saying, "I think you'll be happy. We're going to see it. If we're not, dead first." Now, there's obviously a few different things that this could be, but more than likely, fans are thinking that this is going to be a revival of Dead Space. Obviously, the last Dead Space game we got was Dead Space 3 in 2012. It released, it was not very well received by the Dead Space fandom, but to see them possibly coming out with a Dead Space 4 or maybe a spin-off series, I think it'd be awesome. Dead Space is a series that kind of revolutionized the horror genre. I remember playing Dead Space 2 and thinking it was one of the greatest games I've ever played of all time. Alibi, it was very, very terrifying. Right now, there's no really concrete evidence to show that Dead Space will be the IP revealed next month, but fans pretty much have it on lock that this is going to be what it's going to be. I might just join that train just because I'm excited. That's the only thing I can think from EA of an IP revival that has to do with dead things, Jeff Grubb. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but to see just the interest in a new Dead Space IP, I think it would just be an incredible addition to the series. I want to see a next generation Dead Space game. It would be fun. I'm wondering what the physics would be like, you know, how the horror and the gore would look. I would be super, super excited. But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Do you think there's going to be a new Dead Space? Are you going to buy $530 Ellie statue? Are you guys excited for Bayonetta 3 or Breath of the Wild 2 or the new Switch Pro? Let me know. And I appreciate you guys making it this far in the video. If you enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help me grow this channel. And I think that's it for me today, everybody. Love y'all. Take it easy now.